Panqueca. Délicieux.
Hello.
Hello there, how are you?
Doing well. How about you?
I'm doing fine.
I was just doing
Has
this.
anyone else joined?
No, not yet. Let's see if I can figure out where my stream's going. Usually I just go to my main channel and then that's it. Unless my browser crashes.
Okay. What's the weather like in San Diego? Is it pretty hot?
Yeah, it's kind of hot. We got 2 fans going in the AC.
Oh wow. Are you on the second floor maybe?
Yeah, we
Or
are.
yeah.
But we can't open the window so that
How
we
come?
have cross ventilation because the ventilation outside is hot.
Well, yeah, you don't want to, have a fan blowing warm weather on you. Yeah. Well, how come you're gonna open the window?
No, I mean like we don't open the window because we have AC
Oh,
on.
oh, I see. Okay.
Let's see. So I copy the link address. Go to the chat. Alright, I put it in the notifications, but I can send it to you directly too.
Notifications
Here you go.
in which channel? Oh. Okay, so I still have to mute when I talk, right? Because of the echo?
No, you don't. Just like if you have earphones in, you'll be fine.
No, I'm actually just using the laptop's speaker thingy. Let's see.
This is a pretty interesting one that I like a lot because it's like chess with a twist.
Oh, this is a different game.
Yep. I was just doing this until someone else got here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I do still hear the echo, but it's not as loud as before, so I guess I can
Okay.
live with it.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I do hear it.
Alright, so there was this one that I was looking into that looked pretty good. It's called Mainlining Demo. It's more of a point and click one, but it's for hacking, so it should be quite interesting. Oh, I see. It wants me to install it. Except I don't want it to go there. I want it to go here. They have this archaic way of doing it. So let's see, this PC, data, documents, games. That's not right. It's games in this one.
How did you find out about this game?
It's on itch.io. Let's see, small itch. Then here, mainlining, yep, install. It was it's such a small game that I was thinking it was just going to download. I didn't think it was going to need to be downloaded. I tried another one really fast before this, but that one didn't seem to work out well at all.
It didn't download, or the game is not as fun?
Well, I don't know. Like, it said to do a couple things, and I tried those couple things, and it didn't work out. I don't know why it didn't happen, but it just didn't. I'm streaming right now. I'm streaming right now. So let's see. LiDARs, pretty interesting. It's a Have you ever heard of that? It's where it does a bunch of lasers to figure out where things are in space.
No, I have not heard of it. I think I'm not really keeping up with all the games.
All right, so this is one that I really like. It's kind of like an interrogation thing, and I've already gone through this, so let's see how you do with it. It's a bit of social engineering, you know what I mean?
So are you interrogating someone or you are being
Yeah,
interrogated?
no, I'm interrogating someone, and you have to figure out if she's lying or not.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, let's begin. Introduction. For the past few months, there's been this patient. She was victim of an abduction and as well as a bizarrely unnatural homicide. Normally, she wouldn't be in our jurisdiction, but during her rescue, she attacked the police and tried to escape numerous times, which led to her being placed in our care. Then there's her behavior. Family members reported that she was acting differently, a total personality change. She never provided any clear answers on what happened. Oddly, she suddenly made a request stating she was finally willing to talk. They put me in charge of her interrogation. I felt it'd be a good idea to ask the police for any evidence they were willing to share with me, given her history of being uncooperative with questioning. Thankfully, they let me have a binder containing some of the evidence they've collected. Not all of it, granted, but hopefully it'll be enough. Finally, it'll be enough to finally get to the truth of what happened. Let's begin.
Okay, I'm ready. Could you bring the patient in?
So each
Now,
time when
before
you
we get
play, it's
started,
always
can
somewhere
you give me
new,
your name for
or you
recording,
have
please?
to, you could continue
Yeah,
where you
sure.
left off.
Well, you have to
It's,
listen. I'll tell you when nothing's happening. Oh, I can pause it somehow. So, no, it's always her. And I think it's always the same event, but there are different endings depending on what you pick. So your options do matter, your choices.
Okay.
Alright, so the patient was a victim of an abduction. During a rescue, she acted out and assaulted the police, heavily injuring a few officers. She was planned to be held temporarily while being given therapy, but after numerous attempted escapes and continued attacks on people around her, she was committed to this facility. Additional information on the patient. Patient has proven not to be completely honest with doctors. Many staff have reported that her claims and information are incorrect. Currently, the patient seems to give no indication that she has any known disorders, rather than her constant lying is in order to hide something. Due to her frequent violent outbursts and escape attempts, she has been confined to a wheelchair during any and all activities. So let's see, cycle between pages, select, and show. Alright, so that was page 1. While time is limited, it's best to look through all the documents. Not all questions have a contradiction. Proceed to the next question if nothing seems to be wrong to avoid wasting time. Avoid picking things that aren't contradictions. All it does is make you lose time. If you're out of time, you can no longer browse for information. And then use the tape recorder to rehear the last thing the suspect said. So let's see, letter from the police department. We're sorry to say that due to the active state of the investigation, the police are unable to provide any notes from the investigation. However, the precinct is willing to work with Insmount in some capacity, so we've sent a binder containing any evidence we aren't currently using. We hope this is ample support to help with your interrogation of the patient. Let's see, detail of event, officers responded to a 911 call about individuals entering an abandoned house. Upon entering the premises, officers found one living victim and a body of an unidentified individual. Judging by the state of the two, it's estimated that they have been there for just a few hours. The surviving victim has been restrained to a chair. She was conscious and cognizant, but would not answer questions. The body of the unidentified girl was discovered just as a few feet from the survivor. Both individuals arrived at the same time. Based on the state of their clothing, the body was in an unnatural state. The entire body, including limbs, was twisted and deformed, and was in a state that closely resembles late stages of decomposition. The identity has yet to be determined due to these factors. Actions taken. Following the survivor's rescue, she immediately assaulted the officers present, leading to two police casualties due to severe injuries. The woman was quickly detained and medical support was called, but she has been uncooperative with questioning. A Virginia ID was found on the scene, so present staff will be looking into why she is here and notifying any family.
So there is a right answer, then it sounds like, right? Because we're trying to determine if she is like involved or how much she's involved.
Yeah, we're just trying to figure things out. But for right now, from all of these different headlines, you have to tell me which one to bring up to her, or like to mention.
Which one to bring up to her?
Like nothing that's contradictory that we've already heard about.
Okay. So the questions that we have to ask, it's open-ended? It's not like it's a multiple choice question?
It depends. Like, if you had listened to her, maybe you would know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess because she hasn't spoke, so I don't know. Okay.
Well, she did. You were just asking me a question over it, though. So, let's ask about this first. I'll just give you that.
That's not what it says in your patient record.
Oh, right. Heather's, just a nickname of mine. It's Darcy. Sorry for the confusion.
You aren't from around here, are you? Could you tell me what state?
State? Sure. It's Pennsylvania.
Alright, so she says that she's from Pennsylvania. Let's see. All times limited, it's best to look through the documents. All questions have a contradiction. Proceed to the next question if nothing seems to be wrong, to avoid wasting time. Avoid picking things that aren't contradictions. All it does is make you lose time. If you're out of time, you can no longer browse for information. Alright, what do you think?
Oh, you mean to proceed to the next question?
Well, from what she said, like, should we just proceed? Or...
Yeah, I think so.
Alright.
Are you talking to me of your own volition?
Yeah, of
She
course.
just told me so far, at
I
least
just
all I
wanna
heard is she's from
give my
Pennsylvania.
side of the story.
Alright, thanks for that information. It's just a formality for the records.
Yeah, it, seemed that way.
Now, we don't have all the time in the world, so I won't bother you with going over the details. To keep it short, I need to ask you some questions about the university and your abduction.
Alright, that's fine. Go ahead.
As I'm sure you remember, you requested this meeting. The police have provided me with a binder containing some of their evidence, which I'll be using to make sure you're taking this discussion seriously. They told me that you were quite uncooperative during initial questioning. It's just to make sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you for, agreeing to this.
Okay, so, first of all, could you tell me a bit more about your experience at university?
Yeah. I was abducted at Harvard University, which is where I went to. It was, fine. It's not as if my grades were bad or anything. I got on well, I guess, until the abduction, of course.
Alright, so she says she was abducted from, oh darn, Harbor University. Harbor University, Virginia father Allen has made a public statement about the plans to file a lawsuit against Harbor University over what happened to his daughter, and that Harbor failed to assure safety of my daughter, clearly lacking anything resembling a background check on their staff. Oh, and see, this is the timeline that we have to answer stuff. A few weeks ago, Harbor University student Darcy was abducted from the university and brought to an abduction house near 23rd West Road Street, where she was later found by police bound to a chair next to an unidentified human corpse. Complicating matters is that Darcy herself was shortly arrested for assaulting the officers. Let's see. Alan Widow continues to mention that he will be taking on lawsuits alone, citing his own career history as one of Virginia's most successful lawyers. Let's see, Harbor University student. Alright. So that does check out. So looks like we have a little bit of time to look at other stuff, but we can cite this in a bit. Darcy submitted a complaint to the front desk about a student named Heather Baker. Both are currently paired together on an assignment for Professor Mercy's anthropology class. Darcy expressed discomfort with Heather, stating that she seemed more interested in me than the assignment. Darcy has said that she assumed Heather is trying to be friendly and make small talk, but finds some of the questions unnerving. She went to say that she didn't report this directly to the professor because she doesn't feel comfortable doing so, and also doesn't want to become enemies with Heather. There currently isn't much we can do at the moment, but if Darcy returns with some issues on the matter, then we'll take a closer look. That's the crime scene chair of the abducted was died to. Keep going the wrong way. Eyewitness statement. A local teenager returning home from a late stay. Is there anything you want to bring up to her so far?
No. I mean, the questions, were you able to actually direct the questions? What type of questions?
It's more things that, it sounds like it's more things that we bring up to her. You know what I mean? Like we're asking her about things. Ooh, this is a interesting thing to ask about. Anything you want to bring up?
Not so far, not based on what she had said.
Alright, maybe I'll play the game a little more actively than I was expecting. Because you gotta pick something to tell her.
But how are you actually directing the question? That's the part I'm not seeing.
Like when I hover over this, you can see that there's a little square. So all of these things here, I'm able to bring up to her. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so like here's the eyewitness statement. Then there's this block, this block, this block, this block, you know. Oh, bring up that guy. We're running out of time.
Okay, how about ask her more about the friend Heather?
Heather? Let's see. I think she's Heather, right? Yeah, so here's Heather. No. What?
No, I thought her name is Darcy.
Okay, so that didn't work either. Maybe this one? No. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know, that's why I couldn't really tell.
Let's just proceed. I don't know.
It's a fairly big university, with lots of fields and classes. What did you major in?
My major? Well, I took a bachelor's degree, so I took a lot of classes that weren't part of it. But it was, management.
Bachelor's degree management. Yeah. I don't know why this is the wrong answer. I don't get that.
You click on it and then it comes up with the different questions.
Yeah. Or no, I click on it and it's like burnt, and I don't understand why it's doing that. Let's try asking her about this. No? Oh my goodness. Let's just continue, I guess.
Did you make any friends during your time at university? Any strong relationships with anyone?
I mean, of course, I had a couple of friends. Are you asking if I had a boyfriend or something? I never really had any strong relationships with anyone, to be honest. Mostly just, acquaintances.
So, I think there was something in here about how it was more than friends. Yeah, here. Darn, still can't do that. Whatever.
Can you think of any reason why you might have been
Yeah, that's what I want to
I
ask her about
honestly
Heather.
have no idea. I mean, it's not like I'm rich or anything. My parents don't make too much money, so I can't imagine they wanted something like a ransom or anything.
Were you responsible for the death of the other person in that room?
What? No way, of course, I wasn't. Did you see what happened to that body? How could I have caused that?
I really have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing.
When you were
Yeah,
abducted,
I don't know
was
how
there
you
another
can
person at the scene with you and the
change the
corpse?
direction of the
It's a
interrogation.
little hard to remember, but I'm pretty sure it was just me and
Damn, something's just not right here. It doesn't add up at all, but I just can't see what's wrong. There must be more holes to point out, but... I'm sorry, but I can't continue like this. I'll get someone else to take over. So just wait here.
Bummer. Just couldn't stay there anymore, thankfully, before I left. I was able to get someone to fill in for me, but it seems as though he had no luck with her either. I was hoping I could return to her with a clear head, but that was never going to happen. Just a few hours after the interview, she was found dead, with her body in the same state as the one in the crime scene. Alright, let's try this again.
Okay. Now, before we get started, can you give me your name for the record, please?
oh, yeah, sure. It's Heather. My name's Heather.
Alright, so time's limited, best to look through all the documents. We already pretty much did that. Not all questions have a contradiction. Proceed to the next question if nothing seems to be
Wait,
wrong.
why is she saying her name is Heather? I thought we just said her name is Darcy.
Yeah, so we can click on this. That's the free one I gave you, remember?
The free one.
Yeah, because it says not all questions have a contradiction. Proceed to the next question if nothing seems to be wrong to avoid wasting time. Avoid picking things that aren't contradictions. All it does is make you lose time. If you're out of time, you can no longer browse for information. So,
Okay, can we go through the folder again? Sorry.
yeah,
I
sure.
mean, at least a few pages I don't think we went through.
We only get 4 pages for here. So go ahead if you want.
Oh, okay. Next page, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and read it aloud if you want. I don't know. Go ahead and read it aloud, and then tell me where you want me to click to. We're looking for contradictions in our story. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm just trying to browse through again.
Go ahead and read aloud whatever you're doing, so we don't have too much airtime.
Okay, let's go to the actions taken. Can you click on that block?
Actions
Following
taken.
the survivors rescue.
Oh, this one? I don't think that has anything to do with a contradiction. We can try it. Nope, we can't do that one.
Oh,
Let's see if I can find the... Nope, okay.
okay, then how about the detail of event?
This one here? We already tried that one, remember? It doesn't work.
No, not action taken. Up on the above.
This one? This one here?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yeah, no, we can't do that one. We're looking for
Okay.
contradictions. Here, like, see? She said her name is, whatever it was, like Harry or something, but her name's Darcy. So if I click
Exactly. That's the reason why I thought that makes no sense.
yeah, so like it says here, we're looking for contradictions. That's all we're doing.
Okay, so then the patient's name then.
Yeah, okay.
That's not what it says in your patient record.
Oh, right, right. Heather's, just a nickname of mine. It's Darcy. Sorry for the confusion.
You aren't from around here, are you? Could you tell me what state?
State? Sure. It's Pennsylvania.
Alright, so she says she's from Pennsylvania. Now we're looking to see if there's any contradictions to that.
Okay, do we still only have 4 pages?
Yeah, still only 4. You can see, they're right here. How many pages there are.
Okay. Okay, how about the bottom one action? Because it says a Virginia ID was found.
Oh, good.
The police report says you're from Virginia, though.
Ah, right, sorry. I always get Pennsylvania and Virginia mixed up, you know? 'Cause they are so close.
Are you talking to me of your own volition?
Yeah, of course. I just wanna give my side of the story.
We might not have anything that can contradict that. We still only have these 4 pages.
What did she say last again? I missed it. She said something about...
That she just wants to give her side of the story. We might just have to continue on to questioning.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I guess proceed if you can't click on anything else.
Let's see. We can just try and click on random things since time is paused. It's not gonna give us anything. Any I don't know. There's no consequences.
So far she hasn't said anything really. That's,
Let's
critical.
just try everything. Yeah, I think we just have to move on.
Alright, thanks for that information. It's just a formality for the records.
Yeah, it, seemed that way.
Now, we don't have all the time in the world, so I won't bother you with going over the details. To keep it short, I need to ask you some questions about the university and your abduction.
Alright, that's fine. Go ahead.
As I'm sure you remember, you requested this meeting. The police have provided me with a binder containing some of their evidence, which I'll be using to make sure you're taking this discussion seriously. They told me that you were quite uncooperative during initial questioning. It's just to make sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you for, agreeing to this.
Okay, so, first of all, could you tell me a bit more about your experience at university?
Yeah. I was abducted at Harvard University, which is where I went to. It was, fine. It's not as if my grades were bad or anything. I got on well, I guess. Until the, abduction, of course.
Alright, she said she went to Harvard University. We got 12 pages now.
Yeah, can we go to that section again?
Which section?
Yeah, just right here. I'll just reread this again.
Alright, go ahead. Go ahead and read it out loud so that we got something going. Just the parts that you're reading.
Virginia father, Allen, widow, has made a public statement about his plans to file a lawsuit against Harvard University, claiming that Harvard failed to assure the safety of my daughter. A few weeks ago, Harvard University student Darcy was adopted and brought to where she was later found. Ellen Widow continued to mention AP taking a loan. Okay, yeah, let's proceed to the next page.
Alright, there we go.
Student with complaint, student with interest. Yeah, can we just click? I know last time we tried it. Can we still click on the student's complaint? Because she says she's Darcy and she's also Heather, so this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's negative. It doesn't show up, or it's not correct. There's no,
Okay, can we go to the next page?
there we are. Eyewitness statement and wanted. Doesn't look like there should be anything here that we can use.
Eyewitness returning home with a friend. Names is not shown. Person is wanted for questioning related. So what happens if we click on this James Murphy?
Which part?
James Murphy, the picture, his picture.
Nothing, because there's no contradiction there.
Okay, so I don't think so far she's said anything so far, so
Alright, proceed.
yeah.
It's a fairly big university, with lots of fields and classes. What did you major in?
My major? Well, I took a bachelor's degree, so I took a lot of classes that weren't part of it. But it was, management.
So she says she had a bachelor's degree in management. So here it says management.
Yeah, he did, yes.
But was there anything that said bachelor's degree anywhere?
No, not on this page.
Maybe we have to keep going then.
What's at the last page? Because I don't think we went as far as the last page.
We have a couple times. Here it is.
JM. I wish I could tell you everything. Can you go back to the previous page again?
Here's the previous page.
Page 10.
Yeah. Broken men's glasses.
Oh no, stay on Sunset Airplane ticket. RC went to Scotland. No, I was able to get. Okay. Can you go back to the page 8?
Here's page 8. It's the wanted person report for James Murphy. He's probably the one that got mutilated.
They reported seeing lights. Okay, yeah, there isn't anything here that talks about her bachelor's degree.
You want to
So
just
maybe,
move on?
yeah.
Alright.
Did you make any friends during your time at university? Any strong relationships with anyone?
I mean, of course, I had a couple of friends. Are you asking if I had a boyfriend or something? I never really had any strong relationships with anyone, to be honest. Mostly just, acquaintances.
So I feel like there is something about that one we can use. Let's see. I think it was here. Darcy submitted a complaint to the front desk about a student named Heather Baker. Both are currently paired together on an assignment for Professor Murphy's,
Yeah, I thought we tried to click on it. It didn't work.
yeah, I think so too. Yeah, that didn't work. Maybe if we click, we did Heather too. Man, I just don't know. Maybe it's because she didn't say anything about a strong relationship with them.
Yeah, let's just try to proceed.
Alright, I feel like there's something here about it, but I don't know.
Can you think of any reason why you might have been abducted?
I honestly have no idea. I mean, it's not like I'm rich or anything. My parents don't make too much money, so I can't imagine they wanted something like a ransom or anything.
So I think here it was talking about her father.
Right. Her father made a complaint.
Yeah, but does it say anything about how rich he is?
No, but it's also about Alan's his own career. His most successful lawyers, or I don't.
Oh, that is good. Was that which one? Oh, here it
This
is.
is the
Successful
third
lawyer.
paragraph.
You want to try that?
Sure, I don't know if that would do anything, but
Isn't your father a highly
Cool.
successful lawyer?
Oh, he is, isn't he? Well, I mean, I still wouldn't say that, he makes all that much.
Were you responsible for the death of the other person in that room?
What? No way, of course, I wasn't. Did you see what happened to that body? How could I have caused that?
I don't think there's anything that we can take out of that.
no, I don't think so either.
Alright, let's go on.
When you were abducted, was there another person at the scene with you and the corpse?
It's a little hard to remember, but I'm pretty sure it was just me and the person during the, kidnapping.
Alright, I feel like there's something to this one.
Yeah, because there's a dead corpse next to her.
Rescue, assault of police, temporary.
Yeah, just a few feet from the survivor. The second paragraph.
You want to try that one?
On page 2.
On page 2. This one?
I'm not sure where's your. Yeah. I don't know if that would change the line
No.
of question.
That didn't work.
Hmm.
Let's see. Daily newspaper. May face lawsuit. Harvard University. Here's an eyewitness report. Let's see. During their stay with their friends, witnessed a strange occurrence on this road. Passed by occasionally. Witness decided to investigate the source of the light. Car parked by the abandoned house had 2 people left. According to the witness statement, while the witnesses couldn't get a clear view of the people coming from the car, they did report that they heard what sounded like a girl calling for help, and could apparently see one of the figures trying to cover her mouth while dragging her into the house. That's interesting.
I mean, it's possible maybe she didn't see the dead body, but I don't know.
Let's try
It's kind of hard to believe.
this one. No? Darn. I have no idea what to do. I'm coming up on time too.
How do you know? Where does it say the time?
It's 5:56 now. It's almost been an hour.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh. What happens if we proceed, continue to proceed? Does it end up like last time?
Yeah, it just ends up like last time.
Okay. Can we try to go back to the previous page?
Alright. That's about the Harbor University.
On the previous page.
No, daily newspaper. Harbor University may face lawsuit.
No, the previous page, the second page.
Police report.
Yeah, the police report. Because here it says the entire body were twisted.
I don't know if there's any conflictions here.
Well, it's more about how she says she did not see anyone else other than her and then the assailant.
She didn't say anything about an assailant. She got abducted, but she said it was
Well, I
just
mean the kidnapper, right?
yeah.
Okay, so if you continue, then that's the end.
I'm not sure. Let's see.
Damn, something's just not right here. It doesn't add up at all, but I just can't see what's
Yeah,
wrong.
I think this is
Must
the
be
end.
more holes to point out, but I'm sorry, but I can't continue like this. I'll get someone else to take over. So just wait here.
Okay.
Oh, there goes that. Let's see if we can find a couple clues on it. Let's see. What's this called again? Interrogation. Walk through. I just want to see if there is something like it, and then I'll play it a little bit on my own and see if I can get any closer. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Go like this. I see a lot of playthroughs, but not like an actual guide. Collaborative gaming, world building. Not really seeing anything.
Which games do you play the most?
Right now I'm playing Kenshi and Grime.
What's that game about?
Here, let me bring it up really fast. And then we'll just get rid of... Oh, that's weird. You can bring up the notebook even though it's game over. Get rid of that one. Grime right now, I'm on my playthrough plus. So I already have like all the armor and weapons. I'm just trying to get through it again. It's kind of like a 2D Souls game. This is the part I'm waiting for it to load right now. The quick
Is it a
launch.
role-playing game, or you are trying to,
Yeah,
kill someone?
yeah, it's kind of both. It's actually interesting. Everybody's like these rocks and whatnot, and you have a head, or you have a black hole for a head, and everything that you crush, you end up absorbing into your black hole.
And that makes you more powerful? You're trying to be the most powerful one?
The game isn't very clear what's happening, but at the end of the game, it's kind of like you're just being, and there's a lot of things that want, I don't know, it's weird. There's like a whole structure ecosystem kind of thing going on, and then you just come along and destroy everything, and people have been waiting for you to crush them and make them one of the collective of the black hole. And I don't know, it's kind of weird, all the different things that are going on. But mostly it's about trying to get through the level and defeating little bosses everywhere. There we go. So let's start. This is new game +1, which means I've gone through the game at least one time.
So once you get to the, I guess, to the finishing line for a game, then you move on to a new game? Or you just replay the same game?
You can collect all the things there are to collect, and you can also, what do you call it? So like, see, I have really cool sword and this gold armor. This armor makes it so that I get more mass every time I crush something. I have every single weapon, but not every single armor. So let's see, what was I doing now? I think I'm just continuing until I reach that one guy, but you can see all the different little mini bosses that they've conveniently placed throughout, so I don't have to look for them again. That almost killed me. So this thing up here is, I forget what it's called. It's a big stone that I can bond with. So I have a place to restart if I do end up meeting my end. And then these little guys, if I can find them, I'll have a way to get another point for, it gives me thin nacre, or nacre, and that's, if you look over here at the bottom left, I have these little pots that I can take to get, make it so that I don't die whenever my health is running a little bit. It's almost like a flask with health in it.
you're just going around and around and killing like rocks, like monster.
Yep. I don't know. I'm a good gamer, so just going through this for the second time, it's pretty fast. Oof, I didn't know they were gonna throw stuff at me. In the New Game Plus, they throw in some things to throw you off guard. Like, in the original playthrough, the enemies were a lot easier. But I guess that makes sense because now I have a lot more health.
Isn't there like a different level?
Yeah, so there's an entire world to this game. So down here you have Weeping Cavity, there's the Unformed Desert, and then you have like Lith over here, and you have the garden that's all the way down here. But it's all part of one world that you have to get through.
That's a lot of places you haven't visited yet.
I have in previous playthroughs, but the thing is that this is New Game Plus, so I basically teleport my guy into a new world. It's like an alternate reality kind of thing. Let's see, instead of this one, let's use this one. There's also a bunch of abilities that I have because I've gotten through the game once. And as you go through the game, you meet all these different types of enemies, and you have to slay a certain amount of them in order to get their specials. Like this one, if you repel attack, you get, you benefit from resonance. So if you repel, let's see, repelling an attack damages the attacker. This one isn't a good example because he just explodes. Let's see if I can find something I can repel to show you. And these mutts I just don't like doing them.
It looks like you're visiting the same places.
Yeah,
I feel
because
like
I
the scenery
died
looks
the
exactly the same.
Because I died the last time I was here, so I had to start back where I had started before. I want to find an enemy that doesn't put up as much of a fight so I can show you. There we go. So he's gonna try and attack me, and I'm gonna deflect it and it hurt him. And deflect. And that time he absorbed him because his health was low enough. And then there should be one here. Yep. That did a lot of damage actually.
So I don't play a lot of games, but my roommates, they play a game. I think recently they were playing games, something about samurai, something like a mission to kill lots of enemies.
Yeah, that's most video games.
Have you played that game before? It's like samurai kind of thing.
There's a lot of games out there like that, so just from that kind of a description, I wouldn't know. Without like the name of the game or something like that.
Oh, there's so many games out there. How do you know which one you want to play? I mean, it sounds like there's a lot of good games.
Yeah. This one was given to me, so that's kind of like how I knew to play this game. It was like free. So if someone gives me a game, I'll try it, you know, providing I have enough room for it on my computer. Let's switch to something a little lighter so that I can do damage without having to put myself out there. So he's down. I also have a special power that makes it so that whenever I gain health, if I have full ardor, which is the orange part in my health bar at the top left, that it will send out like these wisps that damage enemies, these purple things that just popped in. Alright, grab this. I feel like I missed one of the save places. This guy, welcome, welcome. New stone friend, have you come to You don't look very stone-like. Head smaller than torso. High hands as long as low hands. Carving our back, tell moms. Ah, here's the save. So now if I die, I'll come back to this point.
Oh, this is a new world, you think?
Well, it's not a new world, it's just a different place in it. And these are the other monuments I found. And then also in here, let's go back. I can grow, so these are the different points I can put into different things. These are all the points I've accumulated. Let's see, doesn't show how many times I've died. Because I've died a lot. And then I can put points into any of these. These are the points I've accumulated. Plus a few. I wonder what this means to combine. I have no idea. That's so weird.
Did you play more of that game, the one we played last time?
I did, but I don't know, it seems to be a little buggy. I can't figure out how to make it so I can get onto other people's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I thought you mentioned you were going to see if you can talk to the other guy. I forgot the other guy's name.
Oh no, you wanted me to. I was scared to. Ah, this guy again. Listen up, uglies. Your worship is required. The beautiful one has arisen from the ugliness of all the broken sky places. This is a sign that we, and even possibly one such as you, may find some small beauty somewhere in that thing you call you. Oh, there you are. Quickly, humble yourself before the natural proportional one. I said humble, and so it just destroys that guy. Oh look, they left you a gift. This follower thing is already really paying off, huh? So, I can take this and crush it. That was a living rock. If I go into the inventory, let's see. That's not it. Living rock. So this can be crushed to invigorate the vessel, increasing force regeneration by 25%. So the blue bar at the top left is my force, and every time I run or jump or something, it takes away some of that force. So yeah, that's basically all there is to this game. it's a lot of timing stuff too. But man, the music, oh jeez, the music is beautiful. All the scenes are beautiful. There's a whole world that you can discover here.
Yeah, it's a lot of rocks.
Here's another one of those little guys. I think he went this way, I'm not sure. No, I think this is too far.
You don't play your games on TV, do you? You play on the laptop, right?
Yeah, on the laptop. Oh, jeez. Wasn't expecting
But
that.
the resolution is still a little bit better, right? Because you're using an external monitor.
No, this is my laptop actually. I just have a pretty big screen, and it's a gaming laptop, so it has better stuff all around. Oops.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the graphics might be a little bit better on your laptop because mine, the resolution isn't all that great. But I mean, I can still tell it's pretty. Yeah.
Darn, I missed it again. That's basically this game in a nutshell. Try and do a platform, don't do it right, fall into the spikes, try again. Ah, I missed it again. Can I land on one? Nope. Okay. Alright, try this one more time. Darn it. I know I'm supposed to be able to get through there. Ah, I landed on there. I don't have to start completely over. There we go. Oh boy. And I missed it.
Why don't you get to the top?
That's what I'm trying to do. There we go. Ah, I actually need one of these guys. What? You're not supposed to be here, Carvin. This didn't happen last time in the playthrough. This place is off limits to ignorant stoneborn. Go back to your butcher's palace and enjoy that few quakes you have left. And then this guy at the top right, Vase. Let us finish with our task and get away from here. I dislike seeing our old siblings. Yes, pass me the door. We should put it that where it will annoy that end giver the most. Here. Ooh, that doesn't good. Oh, I see. Huh. Well, surely that will severely inconvenience them. Yes, well done. Let's head back and quick. That guy just teleported away. So, this is a door. I either need to find special scissors to open it, or go all the way around and bash it open from the other side. So if I look at my map, I don't think I can go up anymore, but I can go this way. And so maybe I'll try to hug this wall and see if I can do that. And then slowly, gently, try and go down so I don't kill myself. Let's see. This guy's trying to start a fight with me, so I'm going to go ahead and end it. There we go. Let's do something that can put out a little more consistent damage. More platforming. What? There's nothing over here. Oh wait, I see. I can bash through that wall. Ah, it's one of these. It's a nerve pass. It's kind of like a teleport thing, but this is the only one I've opened up so far. so there's no way I can use it. Alright, so I guess the only other way to go is down. And there's an enemy here trying to kill me. No big surprise. Let's try and go down here gently. Pick up one of these. Blood metal. It's used to upgrade weapons. Here's another one. Cool. I got through the entire game not upgrading any of the weapons except for this one, and you can see because it has +5, so I haven't upgraded any of these, which is just insane because it made the game so much harder than it had to be.
How do you know which weapon is better for a certain enemy?
That's the thing. Like, I keep going in between all the weapons. Like, this is a bow axe. If you hit something 4 times, like literally anything, then it charges up a bow. You can quick press to launch a long range dart, or hold the attack to charge a single empowered piercing dart. Then this one is kind of like the same thing, but you can quick press it and launch a spread of darts, or hold it to prepare a backstep as well as more empowered darts, and you can see how much damage it does here. This one is kind of interesting because when you hit something, it launches things behind you. Oh, this is a boss fight. Yeah, see, this is one of the hunt targets. Looks like I could have gone up here, maybe moved on instead of doing this. Well, let's try it, because that'll get me back. Ooh, a lot of damage. He's probably gonna end up spamming that guy for me. Good. If I hit something, it launches step down. That's not very useful for a boss mode, though. So, yeah, I'm still on. I'm just going to be a little bit on. This is one of my favorite ones. It's a lantern, but it increases damage that you do to it. With things like this, it's a dodge that I can do. And it leaves behind a shadow of myself, so if he hits that shadow, he gets hurt.
Is that lantern like the Green Lantern?
No, it's not.
Marvel game? I don't even know what's his color.
This one just makes my resonance stronger, so anything that hurts him that has to do with resonance does more damage. Like, none of my abilities can do 1,000 points of damage to a monster, but with this it can. Like this, if I just swing it once, it'll do 200. But if I get like 30 stacks of resonance on him, I can do 3,000 damage. Just for him, just for repelling an attack, or him hitting my shadow. This isn't good. Let's go down here so I can heal it. So with these guys, I gotta repel once, get rid of that shield, then I can go to town. That hurt. Alright. Your turn. Repel. can just choose to repel everything and slam them that way. Oof, almost got it. Oof. One ability I should really get more of is every time I repel attack, I heal up some health. And that's very useful for situations such as these. Let's go ahead and collect this. So I just got an unformed hand, which means I can crush it in my hand to give me more points. Let's see if I can do that. Let's do with this here. I think it's here, yeah. So every time I crush one of the fingers, see, I get mass doing that. I get 100 every time I click on this. But I've accumulated a lot of points through this playthrough, so I don't really need to do that. And I have no idea how to get up there. There might be a special jump I need to do. I don't know. Looks like it might be the only way to get up there. So it almost looks like I can't do anything else from this point. So it looks like I'll have to go backtrack maybe to here and go down and see if there's a way to get by over there. Yeah, here we go. This looks like an elevator. Just slowly going down. Let's see if we can speed this up any. There we go. Almost got crushed. Ardent sound. Oof, that hurt.
Yeah, what happened to the sound? Or the music?
Just kind of went away. Maybe something more serious is happening, but I think it's on the other side of the door. Ah, I couldn't make that. Let's see. Looks like there's something here that I can go to. So let's try and get there. I want to start as low as possible because it looks like that's where the road's going to take me. And then on the way we'll look for walls that I can break to make this journey a little less time consuming next. Ah, here we go, a save point. Okay. Looks like we might almost be at the end of this road. So you can kind of see here the process of them trying to get out all of the different deformed people from the rock. Let's continue here. I can't remember the way at all to getting to the place where I want to be. And I feel like every step I take is taking me further away from that goal.
I don't even know where is your goal. I thought your goal is to kill as many as possible. And conquer as many as possible.
Yeah, but there's an overlining storyline, and I kind of want to progress through the game and get to that double new game. Up, get a bunch of blood money for upgrades. It's actually nice that there's so much of that around. He's going into the pit. I think this is the way.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a soda.
Alright, I should probably be off anyway. Let's see what time is it. Yeah, it's 6:30. I've already been on a half hour longer than I should have been.
Oh, is it? You can only have like, you're trying to limit to 1 hour?
Kinda, yeah. But, I don't know. Like, plans don't always work, you know?
Right. How's job the hunting going for you?
It's still going. I've met a couple people, and I think they're gonna try and help me out a bit. They also said.
Is it from the San Diego Python group, or is it from somewhere else?
Yeah, there was one person, one of the people at Qualcomm at the last meeting. They were saying that, oh, you should try out this place if you want to find a job in cybersecurity. And then there's a couple of people, or there was one or two people at this cybersecurity meeting that works with, what do you call it, with cybersecurity. So I'm going to get in touch with them, see if there's anything they can help me out with, you know. One
like
of them
more about tips, or just like check to see their opening?
Pretty much anything. I don't know. Usually when I try and contact someone about helping me about that, they're like, well, I wish I could help you, but I'm not in hiring, or, you know, what can I do to help you, because, you know, I have some engineer friends, and they're saying, well, I could do this, but, you know, I'm only in engineering, I'm not in cybersecurity, so I don't think I could help you find cybersecurity at all. But at this point, I'm even looking for, like, IT stuff, you know. Oh, here's the moms.
Right, I think nowadays finding jobs seems to be pretty tough. I mean, technical jobs, that is.
Oh yeah, apparently. Because I can't find anything.
Right. What was the last job you had?
I don't know, like, it's kind of interesting because the job I had is more like a non-job where, darn, it's hard to talk and fight bosses at the same time. But,
Yeah, I'm trying to see if you can multitask.
but, I don't know, all my work has been, what do you call that, volunteer work, or like ministries and stuff and whatnot. So I have a lot of community service and stuff, but not anything with, oh, this is like an actual job that I'm getting paid for, you know.
But you also have a lot of projects, right, that you can put on your resume.
Yeah, I do have a lot of projects, but, you know, it's not like I'm making money with them or anything that would really help me.
The projects are related to the skills, right? It's helping you develop the skills.
Not completely.
Yeah, I did not have a chance to attend this morning's meeting. Was there anything like special that happened?
I gave my first, what do you call it?
Lightning talk?
Yeah, lightning talk.
Oh, darn it, I missed it. What was the talk about?
It was about doing capture the flag and using Python tools to help. It was pretty interesting.
This is from Try Hack Me, or is it from...
Yeah, it's a bunch of those different ones. I think they have them on the Python YouTube, if you want to go over and check that out. I gave a lot of useful starting tips for that.
Oh, is it posted on Discord, or is it on the YouTube?
I think it's on the Python group's YouTube. I'm going to be probably posting it on mine too, like download those and put it on my channel. Usually I
How
have to
long does
play-
it usually take you to, go through a challenge, or, capture the flag challenge? Because I'm sure there's many, right?
Yeah, it depends. If I have to do it myself, it could take infinitely a long amount of time. But if I'm looking at a tutorial, I might be able to do it in half an hour maybe.
Wow, that's still pretty quick. Yeah, trying to figure it out by yourself.
I need a weapon that can actually help me. Let's see. I really
Yeah,
like
they're
this.
they're not rocks. I mean, they're not rock monsters anyway.
I don't know. I'm doing damage, but at the same time, it's not as much damage as I would hope it would be. And everything that does more damage takes a lot longer to hit them.
If only you can clone yourself, then there will be two of you fighting because there's two of them.
Yeah, that would be nice. Man, I have no idea what I want to use. Maybe this one. Jeez. That one's kinda nice.
Well, it looks like you're low on health. Well, I think that's okay. It's your first time seeing this enemy, so
Well,
take some
it's not the first time seeing the enemy. It's just they've added a lot of stuff to it from the past game. I don't know. I kind of want to burst through them, but at the same time, it's difficult to stay in that. I don't know. Like I keep telling my friends, it's when you run up against in-game boss like this, you have to be comfortable like living in that arena with them before you can hope to defeat them. And that consists of learning all their moves and knowing where all the safe places to be are. I'm already dead.
Yeah, it did not look like you regained your health.
At all, no.
Like, you don't really know their weaknesses anyway, right?
There are no weaknesses in this game. That's the sad thing. Like in Mega Man, you could fight the ice guy and be like, oh, he's weak against fire, so I'll use fire against him. But in this game, everything pretty much hurts the same amount, so...
So just brute force them.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying, but... You know, when you're attacking, you can't really dodge and save your own skin.
Yeah, and then plus there's, you know, fire... rocks on fire that's, you know, in the sky.
Yeah, so in this one, nothing's really on fire. It's just that when something's red, it's something that I can't dodge.
Oh, I thought it means it's on fire. I was like, well, if there's rocks on fire, actually, that's kind of odd.
Yeah. So I know that whenever she does that, I have to jump. But I have to watch out for the other one too, because they do stuff like that. With little to no, what do you call that? Notice that they're going to be doing that.
I wonder if you could just focus on one instead of focusing on both of them. Because if you kill one, then you already have one less enemy.
Man, I really wish I could fight the previous enemies that I've fought from the other game, just so I can show you that I'm competent when it comes to this base game.
The other game? Like completely other game? Or you mean just in a different world?
This same game, but in a different reality, where all the monsters are easier to fight. Because I felt I got to the status where I felt like a god and nothing could touch me. And now everything is pretty much killing me dead.
Yeah, it seems a lot harder. Yeah, this is why I don't play games, because it requires so much work. I think, I don't know. To me, I mean, I guess it's just me. It's not, probably just not my style, generally.
Yeah, maybe. But it's really good for combat coordination. Seeing patterns in the first place. Really thinking ahead too.
So, have you played any games where you collaborate with others and then kill
I
an
can't hear
enemy?
you at all.
Because
What did you say?
have you played any games where you just collaborate with others and then kill the enemy together?
Yeah, there's definitely games like that. I can look through my Steam library. Let's see.
Because in that way, you know, you don't feel like you are all by yourself.
Yeah. It's gonna take it a while to show up because, let's see, Cataclysm is one that I just got for free. And that's because I get notifications of free stuff, so anybody who is on my email list, I send them some free games every now and then. Let's see, games. And then that's not how I do that. Click on this button. So cooperative. So Cave Crawlers is a free game that you can get together, but I don't really like it. It's very simplistic and clunky.
Not
Here's a Hammer
challenging.
Watch. That's a good one. I've been looking for someone to play this with me. So it's basically a top-down game. Let's see if we can get some good pictures here. Yeah, so see, the gameplay is like this. And you can play it with up to, I think, 4 different people. It looks really complicated and stuff, but once you get into it, you really start to understand what's happening. It's just basically a horde slayer game. You have to assume its power and defeat the dragon to save the town.
Okay, so it's just basically lots of killing.
Say again?
Basically lots of killing.
Yeah. Let's see, do I have one that's not about just slaying enemies? This one, you get to build a base. You harvest ore from the ground and you turn them into machines and whatnot. But since you're on another planet, there's like these giant insects that don't like you polluting their air, so they attack you. So this is creative, but you also have to worry about defending yourself from the insects in the world.
Okay, so it's kind of like Civilization.
Yeah, something like
Except
that.
you gotta defend yourself. Okay.
I like games like that. This is kind of like Minecraft, except it's very advanced. You get to have a lot of automation going on, and you get to create like automation buildings that will just create one thing, and you have to pipe in resources so that it can create that thing. And then there's these robots that can completely automate everything by taking resources from one place to another.
How
I'll
is
show
it
you
there's
that.
so many games out there? Is it just a lot of game developers?
Oh, there's so many game developers.
I mean, compared to like software developers?
Oh no, there's a lot less game developers compared to software developers.
But then I see a lot more games compared to, well, I don't know if it's compared to softwares in general, but it
Oh
depends.
no. Like, if you made a list between games and software, the software list is going to be way more than 5 times the amount of games.
Well, depends on what you consider as software. Even something as very, very small, it's considered software, or?
You kinda, yeah, like, this is my Watch Me. This is a piece of software that I use for timers and whatnot. And I'd consider this software. It's just a bunch of timers that I use to...
So it's your alarm clock, kind
yeah,
of.
basically. And then I can make it play sounds and whatnot to let me know about things. Like I have this one. This tab is only for my the laundry stuff. So I put
Did it
the,
tell you when the machine, I mean the washer is done and you gotta put in the dryer?
Yep, that's exactly what it does.
Oh, okay.
30 minutes for the washer, 45 for the dryer. So I throw everything in, start the timer, do whatever, and then when it beeps, I know it's time to go down.
I see, okay.
Yeah.
Well, this wouldn't be the alarm for you to get up, right? Because your laptop is not on all the time.
It usually when I'm up, my laptop's up.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just kind of my life. Terraria is fun. It's kind of like a 2D Minecraft, except it has a lot more enemies in it and more creative weapons. So, like, if I got my mom to play this game, she'd probably stay home and make a house like this.
Oh, really?
And then I'd go out and slay all the monsters. Bring back resources for her to build up the base. Oh wow,
Have you
someone
played
made
games with your
harlequin.
mom?
I'm more teaching her how to play games right now. She's
Yeah,
played
probably.
Firewatch, which is a really good it's a good learning game for how to play games, you know.
Right.
Basically
Does she
you're
like it?
yeah, she really liked it. In the game you're a park ranger and you go around completing little tasks and whatnot. But the interesting thing is that they give you a map instead of a little mini map like most games do at the top right corner. So you have to physically pull out a map, figure out where you are, and then use the compass to see if you're heading in the right direction.
Oh, when you say compass, the compass in the game, right?
Yeah, compass in game,
Okay.
map in game. She had a pretty difficult time trying to figure out where she was in space.
Yeah, I always get lost, so I'm pretty sure I would be too if I play that game.
Yeah, so that's why I had her play that game so that she'd find her way in Walmart and everywhere else a little more easily. And I have seen improvements. She completed that game and I saw improvements in her direction.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Maybe if you wanted to get that game, I could stream you playing it and we could, like I'll guide you through trying to help you figure out where you are and whatnot.
Well, what is this you're supposed to do once you figure out your direction? Are you supposed to look for treasure or?
So like there's this one thing where um like you gotta go investigate things and then there's like a overarching story. There's a few storylines within it, and you have a park ranger friend who's on the other side of the park, and you'll get something like, "Oh, hey, there's a smoke happening in your neck of the woods. Go check that out." And then you go over there, and it turns out to be like a couple teenagers, and they left beer cans everywhere. So you pick them up, and then it's like, "Oh, there's a mysterious like something going on in this area. Why don't you go check that out?" And you're like, "Oh, okay, so I guess somebody was here and they left this like manual or something. So let's check back here later."
Okay, so you're just investigating problems or whatever that comes up.
Yeah, it's like parkranger.exe.
Mm.
And it doesn't sound interesting, but it really is. Like, I don't know if I can properly articulate um how good a story it is, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds interesting. Yeah. I mean, I do like, doing detective work or just investigating kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right, it's almost at 2 hours now. I really should be getting off.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you for showing me the games.
All right.
Yeah, but I am still interested on the dark web, though. I don't know if you will have a chance to connect with. I think you mentioned somebody's name. I forgot that name.
I didn't say the name mostly because I can't remember it right offhand.
No, I meant the user, whatever the channel you mentioned. But anyway, yeah. Because I am curious, you know, like you said, if we can crack the code and yeah, get to the next step.
Yeah, I'm trying. Like, I've been trying to figure out how to do the Wi-Fi in that game. It's just difficult. Like, I don't know why things break for me. I don't
That's
know.
okay. Yeah, I'm sure that the game is still there, so yeah, you can visit anytime you want.
Yeah, if next week you're here a little earlier, maybe I'll start on that one first, and then we won't get sidetracked.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I was not really on time, but I was yeah. Okay. I
Yeah,
can try to join a little bit on time. Yes.
yeah. Okay, I'll see you later then.
Okay. All right. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye.
Bye.